Alright, welcome back. Did you miss my videos? Because here we go. Working on Unit 8. This is on page 37. So you see a box here again with some more formulas. So these formulas, you follow them straight like they are. And again, if you want to use the yellow sheet, everything is on the yellow sheet. This is not anything you have to memorize. It will also be helpful to have a unit circle around because we're going to plug values in. If we have unit circle stuff, and if we don't, we're just gonna make an XY and see what it does. Alright, so we have sine of x equals -1/2. So we're identifying that the y value is going to be a negative value, and tangent of x is less than 0. So we're going to go back and figure out what quadrant we're in. Okay, sine is positive here and here. It's negative here and here, so goes back to this. Okay, all positive, sine positive, tangent positive, cosine positives. All right, tangent is positive in the third, so we're going to eliminate this because the problem is telling me tangent is less than 0. All right, so the reason I knew this, sine of 2x. So sine of 2x is going to be the sine is going to be 2 times sine of whatever the value is here. So sine x times cosine of x. All right, so we know that sine is -1/5. This is opposite over hypotenuse, so we're going to go back and make triangles here because they're not values that we're familiar with. They're not √2/2, they're not 1/2, they're not -√3/2, that sort of stuff. All right, so x is here. Opposite 1, hypotenuse 5. Hypotenuse is always positive, so I'm going to put the negative on the y value because it's positive and negative. All right, let's figure out the third side. So a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. 24, square root it. A is equal to 2√6. Okay, 2√6. All right, so then just use the stuff. So sine of x we already knew was -1/5, which is easy enough to plug in. Cosine of x is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 2√6/5. Once you do this, it's really just multiplying everything together. So multiply your tops together. So 2 times -1 times 2√6, so that's -4√6. 1 times 5 times 5 on the bottom is 25. Double check to see if you can reduce. If not, we're done. All right, the next one. Cosine does this. So the x value is a negative, so pay attention to that. Find cosine of 2x. So cosine of 2x has all these ones to do. You will get the same answer no matter which one you pick to do. You just got to be careful. If you are choosing to do the cosine squared one, you want to make sure to get the value of cosine and then square both the top and the bottom. Same thing with sine. So that'd be like sine square that whole value. All right, which one am I feeling like today? Cosine 2x. I'm going to do I don't know. I'll do the cosine squared u minus sine squared u, since it's the first one. Now we're told a little bit of information here that's going to help. So it's between pi. So pi is here and 3 pi over 2. So I know that it's in the third quadrant. All right, so I have some triangle stuff here. X is here. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. I want to do Pythagorean theorem. You know what? If you do this, totally fine. I want to backtrack. Because I have an easy approach. I just realized to do. Cosine is equal to this. And if you have all these formulas to pick one, pick the one that just has cosine in it. Why would I do more work than I really have to, right? So again, if you want to keep going with this, go with it. You'll get it either way. So you're going to do Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. B squared equals 24, so 2 root 6 for that side, and it's a negative. All right, but you know what? I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to do 2 times cosine squared of the function minus 1 because I already have the cosine value. Why would I just not plug it in? That was silly. All right, so cosine of u is negative 5 over 7 squared minus 1. Order of operations, parentheses, nothing to do inside, so square it next. So I have 2 times 25 over 49, which is 50 over 50 over 49 minus 1, which is actually 1 over 49. So if you're going to do the triangle, that's fine. You will get the same answer if you do either way. If you want to go back and try doing the cosine squared minus sine squared, that's fine. I can help walk you through it if you want to later. All right, and then the last one. So the last one here, 2 cosine x plus sine f2 equals 0. Right, so there's nothing to replace with the 2 cosine because the 2 is on the outside, and with these ones the 2 has to be by the variable. So leave this alone. So we have 2 cos of u, or x, sorry. But sine of 2x, I can replace it with 2 sine x cos x equals 0. It's just a solving problem. GCF. Take out 2 and cos. So I have 1 plus sine equals 0. Set each one equal to 0. 2 cos x equals 0. And 1 plus sine x equals 0. So I'm looking for where the cosine of x is equal to 0. And so that would be pi over 2 plus 2 pi n. A little reminder, plus 360n. And also at 3 pi over 2 would plus 2 pi n, or 270 plus 360n. So those 4 for cosine. And this, I subtracted, I'm looking for where sine is equal to a -1. And that is going to be down at 270. Because it's 0, -1, and I already have those accounted for, so I'm done. Yep. I'll stop there and we'll talk to you tomorrow.